You can see it in his eyes. This wasn't just a loss. This was the moment the spirit broke. Breaking news from Buffalo. The Bills are out. The Broncos are moving on. But the image that will haunt this city forever isn't the missed tackle. It's Josh Allen at the podium. After putting the team on his back, 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, and the go-ahead score with 45 seconds left, he watched it all burn down. When asked how he processes another heartbreak, Allen didn't speak for a full 10 seconds. He just looked down and whispered, "I don't know what else I can do. I love this city, but I don't know what else I can give." The internet is calling it the saddest interview in sports history. And they might be right. I'm going to break down the final defensive drive that wasted Josh Allen's masterpiece, and why reports say the head coach could be fired by morning. Subscribe and hit the bell right now if you want to understand the pain of Buffalo. Let's talk about the curse. Here is the moment Josh Allen realized it was over.
Back to reality, my friends. This is what we're used to. And I'm smiling, but it's only because I don't want to cry.
I feel like I let my teammates down tonight. Can't win with 5 turnovers. I fumbled twice, threw 2 picks. When you shoot yourself in the foot like that, you don't deserve to win football games.
He said he feels like he let you guys down. How do you react when your quarterback who's done so much for you says that to you guys?
He let us down.
And it was a horrible ball. Let's keep it real. It was a air ball. But when you look at the play in real time, how can you determine that there was PI in real time? So
I haven't been doing a lot of talking other than I love my teammates and I'm extremely sorry. I'm disappointed in how this ended.
Just suck it up and play fucking football. Just play. Just stay. Just it's almost over.
We have never seen Josh Allen look this broken. The internet is absolutely ablaze right now. Not just because the Buffalo Bills lost, but because of how they lost. We are talking about the franchise quarterback, the superhero of Buffalo, standing at the podium with tears in his eyes, barely able to speak. The Denver Broncos just eliminated the Bills 33-30 in overtime, but the score doesn't tell the real story. This was a meltdown of historic proportions. 5 turnovers, controversial calls, and a post-game interview that feels like a funeral for the Bills' Super Bowl window. But while everyone is feeling sorry for Josh Allen, there is a much darker story brewing inside that locker room. Because when Allen told the media he let his team down, the reaction from his own teammates wasn't support. It was silence. And in one case, agreement.
I feel like I let my teammates down tonight.
Usually, when a quarterback takes the blame, the team rallies around him. You expect to hear, "We win as a team, we lose as a team." We didn't get that last night. When Josh Allen stood there, red-eyed, saying, "I feel like I let my teammates down," it was a moment of raw accountability. But here is where it gets scary for Buffalo fans. When reporters asked the locker room about Allen's statement, one response was ice cold. "He let us down." Wait, what? Did a player just confirm that? This suggests a fracture we haven't seen before. For 5 years, Allen has dragged this team to relevance. He has been the entire system. But after a 5-turnover disaster, it seems the patience in Buffalo has finally run out. The hero ball isn't charming anymore. It's costing them careers.
He said he feels like he let you guys down. How do you react when your quarterback who's done so much for you says that to you guys?
He let us down.
Let's be real. Allen is right. You cannot win a playoff game on the road when you hand the ball to the other team 5 times. Allen personally accounted for 4 of those turnovers. He threw 2 picks and lost 2 fumbles. But the one play that is haunting every Bills fan today happened right before halftime. This was the turning point. With 13 seconds left, yes, 13 seconds, the cursed number, and no timeouts, most quarterbacks take a knee. Not Josh Allen. He tries to play hero, scrambles like he's in the backyard, and gets stripped by Nick Bonito. Instead of regrouping, he gifts Denver a field goal. That is a 3-point swing in a game that went to overtime. That isn't bad luck. That is bad football IQ. And when you lose by 3, that single moment of hero ball is unforgivable.
Can't win with 5 turnovers. I fumbled twice, threw 2 picks. When you shoot yourself in the foot like that, you don't deserve to win football games.
However, if you are a Bills fan, you have every right to be screaming at the referees today. Because as bad as Allen played, he still put them in a position to win in overtime. The sequence of events that ended this game is going to be debated for decades. Allen launched a deep ball to Brandon Cooks, who they picked up mid-season for this exact moment. Cooks appears to catch it. He hits the ground with the ball. But at the last second, Denver's Jaquan McMillian rips it out. The refs call it an interception. Sean McDermott was losing his mind on the sideline, and frankly, he should have been. One angle shows possession, another shows a wrestle. The refs didn't even slow it down to make sure. And it gets worse. After that turnover, the refs flagged Buffalo for 2 massive pass interference calls to walk Denver into field goal range. The game didn't end on a play. It ended on a penalty flag. Josh Allen admitted he wished he could point fingers at the calls, but he knows he can't.
I wish I could point fingers, man, and get a couple calls back. I can't wait to see the film and what really happened with some of them plays. But
we need to talk about the stat that is trending everywhere. Josh Allen is now 0-7 in overtime games. That is not a slump. That is a psychological block. He is 0-3 in the playoffs when the game goes extra time. Every time the coin flips, Buffalo falls apart. It happened against the Chiefs, it happened against the Jets, and now it happened against the Broncos. This was supposed to be the year. No Mahomes in the way. The number 1 seed was vulnerable. And yet, when the pressure hit its peak, the mistakes piled up. It's a devastating pattern that suggests no matter how much talent is on the roster, this team simply cannot close the door.
Just trying to be aggressive. Can't do that.
There is a massive twist to this story that makes the loss even more bitter for Buffalo. The Denver Broncos won, yes, but they lost their quarterback. Bo Nix broke his ankle in overtime. Think about the tragedy of that. Buffalo lost to a team that literally had no quarterback left. If the Bills had just survived one more drive, they would be facing a backup QB in the AFC Championship. The path to the Super Bowl was wide open, and they fumbled it away.
I haven't been doing a lot of talking other than I love my teammates and I'm extremely sorry. I'm disappointed in how this ended.
So, where do they go from here? Josh Allen said, losing in the playoffs is not fun, but this feels different. This feels like the end of an era. The Bills are the first team in NFL history to win a playoff game in 6 straight seasons and never make the Super Bowl. They are stuck in purgatory, too good to rebuild, but not disciplined enough to win a championship. The tears at the podium weren't just for this game. They were for the realization that next year might never come. But I want to hear from you. Was this loss on the referees for that Cooks call? Or does Josh Allen deserve all the blame for the 5 turnovers?
It's been a long season. I hate how it ended, and it's going to stick with me for a long time.